How's it going, YouTube? So today I'm gonna be talking about 5 things that I think are going to be the top side hustles of 2022. Even if they aren't the top, these are my top 5 based on research, things that I've done, and I believe that they can make you $2,000-$3,000 every single week if you put in the time. How do I know? Because I've done it. I've had instances where I put 2-3 hours and I made $1,000, right? And a lot of these are things I'm doing currently or things I have done in the past. So if you have any questions, feel free to put in the comment box. Make sure you give a thumbs up because you know this is going to be straight fire and good knowledge for you to get out of that 9-to-5 job you have, or that overtime you put at your minimum wage job, or just that non-career thing that you do, the thing that is taking you away from hangouts with your friends, family, fun things, or just taking you away from your passions and things you want to pursue. Top 5 things. The first one is going to be flipping. Before we start, I'm actually going to say a lot of these don't require any money to get started. So if you're looking at this, you're like, hopefully it doesn't require any money, and I don't have anything to invest. How do we get started with $0? Well, this is for you, right? So the first one, like I mentioned, is going to be flipping. Flipping is basically getting something at a steal, ideally zero, like I said, and getting it and selling it for a higher amount, right? So you can do this by retail arbitrage. What that means is you go into Target, you go into Ross, Marshalls, CVS, look at the clearance section and find something that's on a really good deal. You buy the item, or first you check on the scanning apps that scan the barcode and tell you how much the item is worth. You can do this at the dollar store with books. I've seen books for $1 in the dollar store. On Amazon, they sell them for $4 or $5, right? So you scan it, or you look on eBay, you look on Amazon, see how much it costs, right? With that, you more than likely will need to create some of these other things, but ideally you probably would need an eBay or Amazon account to resell some of this stuff to actually make it more lucrative, and you just ship the stuff to Amazon, right? So the ones that I would get into for quicker money, maybe a little bit more work, maybe less work, it just depends, is going to be couch flipping and pallet flipping. So couch flipping and pallet flipping, what is that? Couch flipping is actually one of these that's going to cost $0. Basically what you're going to do is exactly this, and let me show you right.
This is basically couch flipping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search couch on OfferUp, right? And then I'm going to go $10 maximum for a couch. See listings, right? And you can see this free. Look, someone is giving away in Lakewood this couch right here. This looks basically brand new. What college student or what single adult wouldn't want this couch? Especially if they have a lot of friends in their house for free, right? So we got that sectional, that large sectional there. What else do we have? Free 2-piece sectional right there. In the house, people are giving away for free, right? Look, this one right here, $0, right? And these are easy to sell, right? This looks pretty much brand new. You might just have to vacuum it, clean it up real quick, get some spot remover, and you're good. But now you see that, so you get that for free. But what you're going to do is you're going to get that same couch for free. We're going to change the minimum to 100, because I think you can sell this one of those couches for up to $200. People are selling these same couches for $100, $200, $125. So you got that one for free, and you might be like, why are people giving away free couches? It's probably because they have to move out their apartment, or they're going to get charged, right? So they tried to sell it, they couldn't sell it, or they're just in a rich area and they have money and they just want to give it away for free, right? Get that couch for sell it for $200. But let me show you, it's not just on OfferUp. Maybe you don't want to repost on OfferUp. So you get a couch on OfferUp, and then you go Facebook and you repost that same couch in your same area, but you put, let's say 100. I'm going to do 200 again, right? Bam, see listings, right? You can sell that couch that you just got for free for $100 to $200. Now you just made money. Earlier I mentioned pallets, and I'm not just talking about the wood old pallets that store stuff. I'm talking about legit pallets of returned items from Costco, Target, Amazon, right? So you're not this middle one. You get something like this, a wholesale pallet, right? And you get a whole bunch of products. Sometimes they let you know what the product is, or when you go to that thing, you can really look around and scan to see if you see anything of worth. People sell all of these all the time, right? So what you do is you get one of that, and then you resell it. So you see, is this pallet, can it be sold? Is it TVs? Is it holiday stuff? Is it stuff that I think I can actually sell, right? For example, this is what I did. That same pallet, and this is some of the things I have for sale, right? So I got a pallet, I got a spider, so I sold this spider net for $24, right? I got these wine bottle racks, $54, $47 for this standing desk, right? So I got that pallet for like $600-700, and I got like over $2,000 worth of stuff. So imagine this, I got like 5 or 6 of these just selling these standing desks alone, right? People need this for their work at home. Just selling these alone is enough to make the pallet return money back, and then anything else I sell after that is good, is profit. So now this is another step of flipping. I actually didn't use this to flip, but you can. But my wife recently got these little Christmas ornaments from a Buy Nothing group. As you can see, this is a brand new box. $6.95 for that one. Let's see this one. This one is $14.95. You got this one right here, $20. Now imagine getting this completely for free, right? And you get about 5 of them, right? That one was free, this one as well, and then this one right here, right? Imagine getting this one for free. You get it, and now you're gonna sell each one for $10. Someone would pay $10 for this. It seems pretty good. It's from Hallmark, right? So you get $10 for each one. You get 5 of them. That's $50 you just made for a free product. And you might be like, oh, it's gonna cost more in gas. Well, you just promote it locally, have them meet you outside your house or at the store down the street, and now you're not spending any extra time driving to them. They come to you, you go give it to them, you go back upstairs and finish watching football. Number 2, you knew I was going to say this, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a big one because I believe that this is the one to make, you can make the most money the quickest, right? Because a lot of these programs, when you first sign up as a user, not even an affiliate, as a user, you can make up to $1,000 within just 2 hours of work. And if you don't believe me, go watch this video. I'm not going to talk about it too much here, but I'm going to post the link right now, and I'm going to post it below to one of my YouTube videos I made about how to get $1,000, I believe, or maybe it was $2,000 within 2 to 5 hours of work, right? A lot of these programs are things you already use. Amazon, Robinhood if you use it, Chase banking app, you know, whatever it is. A lot of big companies will pay you for referring people. I've referred people to, you know, some of my Turo buddies to insurance, and I got a $25 Amazon gift card. All I did was send them the link. They didn't even purchase it. They just got a quote, and I got a $25 gift card, right? What we don't realize is that affiliate marketing, referral marketing isn't just the MLMs. It isn't just Katie whatever, or, you know, Herbalife. It is a lot of other things. A lot of big companies, like I mentioned, Amazon use it all the time. Whenever you watch a YouTube video and it takes you to Best Buy or CNET or whatever, that is affiliate marketing, right? That is how most YouTubers make their money. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Go watch the video, but it is an easy way to add a good amount of income to your stream without doing too much, right? The third thing I'm going to say is research studies. Research studies is probably the most lucrative, meaning it's going to give you the most bang for your time, right? I've seen them pay up to $15,000. A research study can be as simple as answering a phone call and talking them through your depression, and they'll give you something. Or putting on muscle relief balm, right? Or it could be getting a vaccine. For example, COVID. When the middle of the COVID vaccine coming out, they were still paying to vaccinate people to see how their reactions are, right? Whatever, if they had COVID before and they get the vaccine, what it's like. They were paying people $15,000 for like a 4-day research study, meaning you slept in a place for 4 days, they drew some of your blood out, and they just wanted to see how you react. And then they followed up with you for about 4 to 5 months after. A lot of people had already gotten the vaccine already. So that was a way to make some income doing something you probably was already gonna do anyway, right? So, and you're probably looking at this like, dang, I got the vaccine, I could have got $12,000. Yes, you can even got $3,000 just for going in for 1 day, them doing a regular physical exam, taking some of your blood, and you going home, right? Research studies is something I actually do, and I'm doing it right now. And you might be like, oh, you're so, like, I haven't gotten the COVID vaccine, right? So you might be like, oh, you haven't gotten the COVID vaccine, but you do these research studies and you don't. Yes, because you actually learn what the research study is beforehand, and you can pick and choose. Like I said, you can have one for depression. You can have one where you put muscle relief balm, right? It is lucrative. I've gotten paid up to $800 just for staying in 1 day, and I actually stayed in for 10 days the max, and I got paid about $4,000 for that, and it paid me out up to $6,000. Right now, for the next 3 months, I've already been getting paid. For the last 4 months, I've gotten paid $300 for answering a simple phone call. I'll answer a phone call. Has anything changed? Nope. Click.
I can show you my call logs. It took 31 seconds to make $300. They sent me the check in the mail about a week later, right? So this is very, very lucrative. And if you want some information, please feel free to reach out to me.
This is WCCT, which is one of the current research study places. So they have research studies with all types of people that smoke, people that don't smoke, elderly, women, adolescents, right? From $100 all the way up to $9,000, as you can see here. And I've seen up to 15 and 20,000. You can choose the type of study you want, and you can see what it's for. So you can see, okay, do they want to test to see if you already got the vaccine and you're pregnant, how that affects you, or how does smoking 6 packs of cigarettes a week affect you, or something as simple as this one I just saw right here, which is for the COVID vaccine. So if you're planning on getting the COVID vaccine, why not get paid for it, right? And this one shows you're taking the oral COVID vaccine. It's 1 screening visit, 7 outpatient, non-focal. A phone call, probably 30 seconds to a minute. An outpatient visit is 1 to 1.5 hours. A screening visit, 2 to 3 hours. So for about 11 hours of work, you're getting paid $5,600 over the course of 5 to 7 months. Right, so this is a single example, but there are many out there. Sometimes it's not even a vaccine. Sometimes it's just, hey, I want to see how well an African American in the 30s that smokes cigarettes recovers from their workout. Sometimes it's, hey, you're going to do a leg workout. We're going to get this muscle pain relief balm, put it on you. We're going to have you put this on every time you work out and let us know if it actually decreased the muscle pain you had. Something simple. It doesn't have to be something super scary. Think about how many times you go to Walmart and you buy a muscle pain relief balm and you use it without actually checking the company, or you use Walmart's own personal brand. So it doesn't have to be scary, and you are not a lab rat. Some of these are legit companies that operate in other countries or in Europe, but they need to get US testings, or they need to have a more diverse group of people that they tested. So now they come to the US looking for test volunteers.
The fourth one is going to be YouTube and courses, right? YouTube and courses. The reason I'm saying this is because this ends up turning out to be passive income once you hire someone to manage this for you, or once you make YouTube videos. Once it's posted, it's in the past, so you're making passively from that. During the act of it, it is not passive, but this is something I think can be big and can earn you the most over the longest period of time, right? Because you just make it once and you're good, right? You're good to go. So I'm making courses right now. So my first course, like I said, I had a beta program for car rentals. So if you're trying to make some money on car rentals, go join my program. It is only going to cost you $4.99, which is cheaper than the largest drink at Starbucks, right, for a latte. So courses are good because I can just make that once, and then as I'm building my brand, you know, people will go buy it. When people ask me questions, I'll just refer them to my course rather than answering them individually. And then I can run ads towards that. I can run ads. I've gotten even some of my car rental clients to ask me about Toro, about my car rentals. I can just send them to my course, pay $5 real quick. That's nothing to you. As I'm going, I'm gonna raise my prices up. But this is why you see a lot of people hosting conferences and events, because there's money in the course space. And you don't have to be a 10, 15 year expert. I know people right now that sell mentorships for $2,000 that started a year and a half ago, but they've made themselves so much money and they've made other people so much money that people will pay $2,000 for a 1 month mentorship plus lifetime access in the Facebook group for them, because they've guaranteed and they've gotten results for other people, right? So courses, YouTube is the same way. Anytime you watch a YouTube video, and you see an ad, a 30-second ad, even if you click skip after 5 seconds, someone is getting paid from that. When you click on their link to buy their camera gear, they're getting paid for that. When they do a shout out for another brand, or they wear a brand shirt, right, they're getting paid from that. There's about 8 different ways that people, when you pay for their course through their YouTube channel, they're getting paid for that, right? People are making so much money from so many different things just from YouTube and from courses. So that is one that you want to look into, whether you sew, make pizza, do cars, or mechanic, you cut hair. Courses and YouTube. All right, you know I couldn't leave this one out of it, but car rentals is going to be number 5. Car rentals is something I've been getting into heavily. If you aren't following me, I don't know what you're doing. I don't even know how you see this if you're not following me. Oh, the algorithm, that's why. But car rentals is big. Everybody can get into this right now. I got into it super easily with no money down. Most people think that's a myth, but you can get into this car rental business without paying any money, and pretty easily. The first car I got is my Audi Q3, and this is something I paid $0 down for and haven't paid a single car payment for. But my busiest car is actually my 2011 Nissan Altima, and it's not my most, gross profit, net profit car, but it's definitely my busiest car, and it makes me about $650 to $750 or $800 after all insurance and any other fees I have to pay, any expenses. So this is something you can easily do. I personally spend about 20 to 25 hours. I think last month I spent 27 hours every single month doing this, and it has made me about $8,000. And yes, that is gross and that is not net, but you can save. It's safe to say I made about over 4,500 net, right? So to add into this some more, if you think about it and you do the math on my 2011 Nissan Altima, I paid about $5,500 for that car. It makes me about $800 every single month. What is the return on investment on that? I'm not gonna do the math and I'm not gonna show you, but it is pretty high, and I bet you should do it so you can be shocked. Now, if you don't have that much time because you're working outside of the house, okay. Or you don't live close in the airport, so you gotta do a lot of the delivery yourself, okay. But if you're working from home like most people during the pandemic, it is a good idea. This is why a lot of hosts added their cars, because they realized they were working from home and they could just meet someone outside their house. But let's say you're working at an office. Let's say you work in downtown Atlanta. Well, you can use a company like Get Around, and you can put your car to rent on the platform from 9 to 5. What that means is that you get to work and someone can pick up your car from the parking lot, drive it for a few hours, bring it back about 4 p.m. And then when you get off at 5, the car is ready for you to go. Now, while you're away working, the car has made you $60, $70. Talk about passive. But it's not completely passive, because you're gonna have to clean the car when you get it back. Hopefully it's not too dirty, but for the most part, it's gonna return to you the same way it left you, right? And I know hosts who do this full time who make about $200,000-$300,000 a year. After, you know, expenses, it's probably about $200,000. I know hosts who make $50,000-$60,000 a month from this. And I know hosts that make about $10,000 to $15,000. Me personally, I make about $8,000. After expenses, it's probably closer to $5,000, $4,500, like I said. But I only spend about 20 to 25 hours a month. This is less than what I spend on my part-time job when I was working as a fitness coach at Equinox. I was doing about 20 hours a week, and I was getting paid less than $20,000 a year. My highest year, I think I got paid $23,000. But in the last 5 months, I made over $25,000 in 5.5 months, actually. So it is very lucrative, and it's going to be very beneficial. And I think everybody should get into this game and should be thinking about starting an actual rental car fleet and rental car business, because that is going to just level them up more where they're making more and more. For example, if you get into the exotic car rental game, which you can do from this business in under a year, right? If you get into that game, and let's say you get a Lamborghini, you can be earning $35,000 to $40,000 a month off of one car and one car alone. This is why I think the rental car business is pretty lucrative. Those are going to be my top 5 side gigs and side hustles for 2022 that I believe that you should start now if you're trying to make some more money and get to the bag. But here's a slide plug. If that doesn't work for you, or you're looking for more things, go follow me on Instagram at mckinney.thomas. There I got the link to my Turo and rental car course. I show you things like this on how much money I make and how much the side gigs give me, right? $8,449 last month. How to travel, that video is not going to load. How to use travel hacking to get, 5-star resort stays, that one's not going to load either. I don't know what's up with this. My meetups and everything like that I do. So if you're interested in this, go follow me on that and engage with my content. It's not loading for some reason, but you get the point. See you guys later, YouTube.